Sorry, I'm making you log on. It's an exigent situation, I'm afraid. They locked me out of my email this morning, but they didn't block my video conferencing just yet, so we can talk this way. My decision wasn't easy, but it was straightforward. They reassigned me, I said no. I know it might seem like a betrayal not to stay, but staying would betray the truth of our situation. I hope you can see it that way. I don't blame you if you can't. I'm leaving with my head up. I am. They told me I was being disruptive. In the flood of emails and phone calls, it's easy to forget that it is not our job to be diplomatic or to be popular. This is life or death. Our job is to be right. If we get it wrong, people die. And if we didn't see that clearly in February and March, we see it now. Yes? And what else do we see? We discover more about SARS-CoV-2 and COVID-19 every day, but what we don't know is even more staggering. As public health officials, we're at the part of the process where the little we know can be a dangerous thing. And we fill in the blanks in science with emotions, our hopes, our fears, our anxieties, our greed and foolishness too. Do you remember AP Biology? The week of classes on Lysenko? Trofim Lysenko started out as an agronomist, puzzling out how to grow more wheat in Soviet winters. But he got out of the science business and into the politics business. Good timing for him. Stalin wanted wheat. Didn't matter that the man who promised wheat thought Mendel and Darwin were nonsense. And Lamarck was onto something. It was perfect. A scientist told the world that Marx held the keys to biology too. Alchemy, not agronomy. Stalin liked the sound of it. Rulers who pay charlatans for promises always do. Stalin put the full power of the state behind Lysenko's pseudosciences. Even Stalin's death didn't stop him. 3 decades of damage to science in the Soviet Union. Back in AP Biology, all those years ago, I thought that it could never happen here. Those dumb Russians, laughing stocks. But then you see it happen here. Now, in this pandemic, muzzled objections, strategic silences, ignorant political operatives in every meeting, public pronouncements trumping science. It's a crisis, they say, and Stalin wants wheat. In science, when your hypothesis fails, you adapt. You create new theories, test them. Politics is different. Facts don't matter if you get rid yourself of people who speak about them. There was a phrase attributed to Stalin. No man, no problem. It's from a novel, actually. It sounds like Stalin, so it stuck. There's a book about Lysenko from the 70s. The appendix is 11 pages of repressed specialists, purged scientists, and not only geneticists. No. There were biologists, chemists, physicists. The author says that it's just a fraction of them. 100 or so of thousands. I was reassigned because I stubbornly kept talking about the facts, best practices, the plans that the best public health officials made for this moment. Now, I'm another repressed specialist. Not in the Soviet Union, but here. For scientists, our big egos are the greatest vulnerability. The myth of our indispensability. Only we can help. Only we can stop the virus. Only we are smart enough. Yet here we are, working for months, and the virus is winning. Everywhere in our country. We're not so indispensable after all. Dandelion seeds in the gust of breeze. And our supposed indispensability makes us susceptible to things worse than silence. It gives politicians who suppress the truth an expressway. People trust us. They do. So if politicians can bend us to the project of being Pollyannas, or worse yet, to abandon our insistence on hard truths and best practices, we become accomplices. No matter how smart, no matter how indispensable we think we are. They told me I made too much noise. Commotion. Guilty as charged. Don't you believe things will get better? Belief has nothing to do with it. Scientists only believe what we actually see, what we observe, what we can measure. We prepare for the worst. That's what we get paid to do. Hoping for the best isn't in our portfolio. I am not quitting the battle. I will be in the fight somewhere. There are public health challenges right here in Georgia, in Atlanta, Macon, Savannah. I'll sign off now. But one last thing. Nature just happens, right? Naturally, good or bad. It's there, all around us, inside us. But science is special. It doesn't happen by itself. Science is the place we create to keep a steady light on nature, to see it better, understand it, discover how it works. It took centuries to figure out the best way to do it, to make the tools, shine a useful light on nature, good and bad. But now, our leaders fear this place we've built. When they can't make scientists say what they want them to say, they try to destroy it. Banish us. repress the specialists. Science is a place of light. These politicians want to let the darkness in. So we can't see nature. So we're blind to its workings. And if they succeed, people get sick, starve, die. Suffer in the darkness when they could be in the light. I'll miss you. Good luck. Be well. And don't let the darkness in.